got a chance to watch the film on TCU. What did you think? Some of the issues where that kind of stuck out to you?
We just didn't have our guys ready to play. That starts with me first and foremost. And I thought we started slow, sluggish, really 2 weeks in a row. So we got to do a better job as a staff. I didn't think we leveraged the football great. Didn't think we usually when explosive plays happen, it's never one person. They have fast, explosive players, and we got to be able to get them down on the second and third level, and didn't do that. So we got to do a better job as a staff coaching them on the base fundamentals. And it's like I told the guys at halftime. We told them, we really didn't make any adjustments from what our game plan was. It was just we just had to execute at a higher level, and we came out for 30 minutes, and did that. Started the second half, and you kind of saw the difference there. So, I think it's at some point we got to get to a point as a defense where we're more consistent on early downs, obviously, and then third and long defense. Really hurt us in that first half on the few times we did. We didn't get into third and short, third and medium at all the whole game. It was first downs, touchdowns, and third and longs. And so when you get them to third and long, we got to be able to capitalize. And it starts with me, getting our guys coached up and making sure we're doing a better job at that.
Do you see any commonalities between the getting prepared for the last 2 weeks that you said you weren't as prepared for the last 2 weeks that you would have liked? As a defense, do you see any commonalities?
No, I wouldn't say we weren't as prepared. I didn't say that. I think we just got to do a better job of coaching the details from a fundamental standpoint. But I think from a preparation standpoint, our staff had our kids prepared. We've got to collectively execute at a higher level. I don't think was there any similarity between the two offenses? No, and there won't be any similarity this week. So, this week's a little bit different. So, I just think overall, we got to keep understanding it's year one in the system. It's frustrating for me because I know what we're capable of the level I think we can play at. But, just want to see our guys execute and played hard. I just think we started out sluggish, and when you play good football teams and you don't execute and you don't leverage the ball and tackle well, then those situations occur.
How big was not just getting to the quarterback, but getting them to the ground and picking up those 5 sacks and seeing those, that front kind of being able to get that pressure without sending extra guys?
Yeah, I think, having a healthy Nelson Paul, having Jalen Samuels back, it makes a huge difference, right? Like the first couple of weeks, it just, I didn't feel we were as dynamic. We weren't. Those two guys, really when Nelly's healthy, because we really got him back, the week of North Texas. So I think those guys, Isaiah, we've got some guys that can rush the passer. So I think, obviously, as a play caller, when you feel like you can get there with 4, it makes life a little bit easier.
In terms of starting fast, is there anything that you picked up through the years that can kind of help with that? You guys played a 6 o'clock road game and an 11 o'clock home game, so it couldn't have been, kind of two different.
Yeah, I think we just got to emphasize it as a staff. You can try to call them into some things, but it's, we've done some different things to start games, and we'll look at that, this week. By maybe what we call early, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to just get out there and when it's time to roll, be ready to roll, and so it's something we'll look at this week though for sure.
The run defense in the middle 2 quarters, I think they averaged like 0.2 yards and minus 0.7 yards. What did you see in those middle quarters that was?
It's just what I said. It was, it's like I told the guys at halftime. We told them, I said, there's games where you're going to have to make adjustments, right? There's games where, hey, that's what, when you coordinate the defense, when you have a staff that's got experience, like, hey, this is the game plan, but what's the adjustment got to be, right? There's going to have to be adjustments made a lot of times, but, if the game plan's good and you prepared them the right way and, there's not much to change, then it's, hey, we just got to go execute what we've talked about. And that's what we told them, and credit to our guys. We did that until a sudden change. And then, like you said, I mean, there was a sudden change situation where they get it on a short field, they pop a run to start where we didn't execute, and then, you know, we come back in a 4-minute mode and don't fit a run up, and that's the 14 points they get in the second half. And that's kind of what we told them. I said, you know, we were capable of holding that team to 21, 24, 28 points. You know, I mean, you play a good football team, they're going to score some points. Probably here I mean, modern football, it's you know, I'd love to say that we're going to shut everybody out, but I don't think we're there right yet. But we can get there, you know. And so I was just proud that our guys came out down 28-7, whatever it was, 28-14, however many it was at half, and you know, they started with the ball, I believe, or no, I guess we started with the ball. I think we 3-and-outed. Then we 3-and-outed them right up. I mean, we had, you know, 2 or 3 quick stops right there to give our offense a chance to get back in it. And so, you know, adversity hit, we didn't crumble. You know, we held onto the rope, and I think, you know, that's you can build off that. You know, I mean, I'm frustrated. I'm upset. I went through, you know, all the stages of grief after the game, from angry to bitter to, you know, why we're not playing at a higher level. But then at some point you got to self-evaluate. You got to look at as a staff what job we're doing, and you got to coach your guys up, and you got to move forward. And we got a great opportunity this week. This is, you know, maybe the best offense we've seen. You know, they got a quarterback that I think had 125 yards receiving against me last year when Coach Huntley and I played against him. I mean, he torched us at Ole Miss. He can really run, and now he's playing quarterback. They got a downhill running back that can, you know, hit it for 20, and they're perfectly happy with him hitting it for 4 and 5. They got a speed back. They got jet motion guys. You know, so we'll get all the fly sweep, jet tosses, all that kind of stuff. I mean, they've got guys that, you know, can really run. Their skill's really good. Number one's one of the better receivers we've seen, if not the best all season. Transferred there from Alabama. So, you know, I think when you look at it collectively, they're pretty salty group, experienced O-line. So, you know, we'll have to be ready to play at a high level to make it a ball game for sure.
You talked about the stages of grief, but kind of on that note, obviously it's year one. Every team is different. You learn about your players, you know, every week progressively. Is there a glass half full kind of thing to the last 2 weeks of knowing, hey, we're going into conference play? I've learned a little bit more about these guys and know that we got to get them, you know, up ready to start games.
Yeah, I think it's more just it's you know, it's a progression, right? It's the first year in a system, so we just gotta, you know, we can't make the same mistakes we did week 1, week 4. We got to keep getting better, trying to figure out, like you said, where are the best places to play guys. You know, I think up front and on the back end, I mean on the linebacker level, you know, that's been pretty solidified. But, you know, on the back end, is it, hey, do we move a piece here, move a guy there, you know, to get our best 11 consistent performers on the field. And so trying to evaluate that throughout the course of a 4-game season right now at this point to make sure we get the best guys on the field.
Thanks.